But yeah, so anyways, to explain why the towns that XX sucked up aren't actually gone, it's like you go back in time when you leave the Rift, which I had to do to buy Phoenix Downs and High Potions, so I really could have money grinded to buy more elixirs or stolen more elixirs here, but I think the 20 that I have are going to do it. So, as you can see, I'm now level 56 on everybody. Even my thief has 3,000. I've kind of changed the strategy, so we're gonna see how this works. But basically, I'm gonna try to kill the one that does Almagest first, and then the one that does Grand Cross, and just hope that on the first and second Grand Cross I get lucky and it doesn't like instantly kill everybody. So, because the game expects you to be using some of the 3 ribbons that you've gotten, because the game expects you to have mastered enough job classes by now that you might have some freelancers, and I don't have that. We can't do that. So, yeah, here we go. Then you have to watch this whole cutscene again because you went back in time. So I will save it after this cutscene in case I wipe. I could have saved it after thought I was done grinding after this cutscene, but I kind of wanted to give time for people to join up because I know this stream should be short. Sucking all the cities away again. Goodbye. No, hear you, no. It's bringing them to the void, but I'm in the void. I said that last stream, but that always gets me. Like, oh, you sucked them into the void, but apparently the void is someplace you can actually travel forward and backwards from, so... I mean, is this really that bad? I don't know. How did he know where Sid and Mid was? I didn't even know where Sid and Mid were. I didn't visit them. Oh, and the Dawn Warriors will stop him. Dawn Warriors +1. Even they had 5. You know how Kara replaced Galef? The original Warriors of Dawn kind of have 5 because Lena's dad is kind of like a weird hanger-on there, where he kind of knew more than he should have. And you see him over the course of the game a lot, like he's super important, but it's not really explained why. We're not even sure that he's actually truly dead. In classic Final Fantasy games, unless you saw somebody die on screen, they're not dead. Well, I guess we didn't see Drogden die, but he's dead, so maybe that's not a hard and fast rule, but I definitely don't believe it. When the game tells me somebody's dead, I don't believe it, usually. Not after Final Fantasy IV. It took all 4 Dawn Warriors to beat that Void Portal, but then Lena's dad beats the other Void Portal by himself. He's a bamf. And I should be able to get through the first form like without too much trouble at all now. X-Death! I mean, like, we're talking 4,000 a hit. It's pretty good. Oh, crap. Of course, my main damage dealer gets white hold. But my Berserker's hitting a lot now. That's a big difference. And I don't remember this Xdeath having a lot of like multi-target attacks, so we're just gonna use that up. Why do I have 19 elixirs? Oh yeah, I used some in some of my grinding. I had some tough moments there at the beginning. There's the flare, which I can survive now. That's awesome. Oof, chicken knife miss. That hurts. This is where the Berserker hitting all those fake targets in the next battle really makes me mad. Like, I can't really understand why they did that. That should actually kill him. No. Definitely close to dying, though. Whoa, 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 Meteo. Don't like that. Nope. That's why you really gotta... His last 10,000 health, I believe, he does that. That's not great, obviously. Yeah. So I start Neo Xdeath. Not quite great, but we'll see. It's weird that I can have like 10 more levels than last time I tried this, and the first fight actually goes worse, or ends up worse. Just because of dumb luck, HP totals and stuff. Alright, so kill the Almagester first, and then the last two I have to kill kind of somewhat at the same time, hopefully. I'm not exactly going to be counting HP, but I am going to be going back and forth between who I target. And of course, my stream quality is crap. Inexplicably. At a time of day, I usually have good stream quality. But, you know, that's living in the middle of nowhere for you. Alright, let's go. I like the little dancing lady on the front of him. She's got an orb in her hand. Alright, so get her back up. Oh my gosh, my Berserker hit a real target. I'm just gonna be tossing elixirs. It's kind of hard to target. Because all four of these targets have the same amount of health as the entire previous form of Xdeath, so that is a big problem. And the chicken knife keeps missing, which is great. Great, quote unquote. Of course, before I get that off on Bart's. Now I'm gonna waste an elixir on somebody who doesn't need it. Stupid. Lena will be dead here soon as well. Being able to survive a vacuum wave is pretty good. That's gonna help me out a lot. I don't know if this is the right choice or if I should have healed, but we'll see. I might wipe here just because bad choices, bad timing. I like that. It's so annoying. And I have no way, like, normally the game would be like, oh, you have Golem, right? Why aren't you using Golem? I don't have Golem. We'll see what status effects that gives me here. Well, zombie. That's great. I didn't save. I didn't go back and save after the cutscene either. Dang it. I need the first fight to go a little better. and I need to start the second fight ready, because I really can only eat one Almagest before I'm really going to have to stop and heal a bunch. And then when the Grand Cross hits me, who knows what that's going to do, so... Unfortunately, that means I have to watch this cutscene again, because I was too eager to start, and I didn't go back and save, so... It is nice of them to allow you to save after that, but it is annoying that the cutscene replays if you leave the void and come back. Now we have to watch this again. Unfortunate. If only when you mastered Berserker, it made them, like, not Berserk anymore. I know that eliminates the point of the job, but it's so annoying that basically half the turns in the final battle, she's not doing jack crap because of the weird way they programmed the X-Death battle. And you know they didn't intend to do it because they fixed it in future versions of this game, like the GBA version and the Steam and iOS versions. So, just because the Super Nintendo version is the version that's the easiest to play, you get punished if you have Berserkers for sure. Like, if you had a quad, if you were playing Berserker Risk, I fully think this battle is pretty much impossible. Because they won't hit. They'll never hit. They don't hit fast enough, and you can't heal. So, like, what are you supposed to do? You can't focus any targets. I actually should go look and see, like, what quad Zerker parties do for this fight. It doesn't make sense to me. You probably just have to give up and job fair some other jobs in at that point. Or level, like, until you've got 9,000 health and you're hitting for max damage each time, and hope that some of your hits will hit, because you only need to hit each piece 6 times in that case. So you just have to get lucky, I guess. Grind a ton and get lucky. But grinding in this game is actually really frustrating. There's not great EXP, like fast EXP sources. I know I said this the last stream, but like if you are just casually playing this game, the simple fact is you'll be really under level for this final battle, for sure. Now, I'm sure it's easier if you have access to both magic and physical attacks and all these other abilities, but you won't have mastered enough job classes to be able to use a whole bunch of that either, because casual players wouldn't have gotten the AP. Like, casual players wouldn't even have gotten the AP that I have now. So, I don't remember what this game was like when I played it casually the first time on PlayStation, so I just don't know. I forget how hard it was, or not. Get out of here. Skedaddle. Alright, let's try it again. Why? That move is so annoying. Like, let me just do a move that's gonna cost you 3 turns total to fix. And it's one of his turns. That's so frustrating. And elixirs don't heal status effects like they do in other Final Fantasy games, so you can't just pop an elixir and hope for the best. That doesn't work, so... Being able to survive Flare is definitely huge here. I might just have to pop potions with both Bart's and Kara, but then I can't kill the other parts of X-Death fast enough, so... Alright. I should be able to get through this pretty quick then now, and hopefully don't get hit with the meteor. Oof. 16 elixirs left. Not a great sitch. Maybe I do need to farm more elixirs from some crystal dragons. It's pretty easy. Just put Flea on both of them, and then Flea and Steel on both my fastest people. Steal with the first one, run with the next one. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Probably deal with like 10 more elixirs. Alright, here we go. Once I get the Almagest one and the Grand Cross one dead, the rest should be easy. Like, with just healing whenever I need to, and make sure to split the damage. I just need to be smart, so. Yes, your Neo X Death. You will erase all memory. Sounds like Necron, doesn't it? A little bit interesting connection there. It kind of has the face of the Empress, too, from Final Fantasy II, which is kind of weird by itself. But... oh, it hit the right one. That's good. That's right, she can throw. So at least this turn, she can actually throw this and be like, goodbye. Yikes. Okay. Or get vacuum waved. 6,000's not shabby. Of course. Of course. Why would it hit somebody else? I am just gonna have to have Bart to be a potion chucker. That's annoying, but... whatever works. There's so much going on the screen. I don't know if these Phoenix Downs are even worth it, because Almagest is gonna take her out, probably anyways, unless she gets healed before that. Nope. Nice. Yeah, that Aegis Shield is putting in work. He gets so many turns, he gets to hit you so much. And every time you basically need to throw an elixir, but I don't have enough. I need to get rid of the Almagester, so I can't stop to throw elixirs. Yikes. Okay, well, Lena's dead. She can stay dead, though. I'm fine with that. Alright, who's gonna get hit with what here? Okay, so we have a mini, a zombie. Lock mallet. Oh, and it zombifying brings you down to like almost no HP too, so. Come on. There we go. Can finally do a jump. Uh-oh. Come on, kill the Almagest. Yeah, there it goes. Good. So that, now I just need to kill the Grand Crosser, and then I can get Lena back up, probably. Oh, I have to throw. There we go. That'll do it. Really? A miss at this point? That's pretty bad. Only 11 elixirs left. This is not good. But if I can get the Grand Crosser out, I think I can make it this time. Let me pause here. Throwing legendary weapons. Come on. Maybe I should be throwing with her too. It could be more damage. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I think I can almost get it before it does this Grand Cross. Yes! Okay. Okay. That's what we need. Now, I can use this, and I'll get Lena back up. And we'll try to split the damage here. So you kind of need to balance this, because they go into kind of like a berserk mode if you don't Ice 3 is not bad. That's not bad. Alright. I can do this. The one in the back has 60,000 health. Okay. I should probably heal here soon. Okay. Alright. Not too many elixirs left here, but we gotta do it. We gotta do it. It's like all the elixirs I've saved up the whole game, basically. Holy yikes. Oof, that's probably gonna be dead. Yeah. I need her alive. I need her chucking potions, basically. Phoenix Downs are so worthless. They bring you back with 700 so you can just die immediately. Of course it hits her. Why would it hit somebody? Nice, 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 nice. Always good to get one of those. Alright, who needs this the most? Probably her. If Lena goes down again, I'm not going to resurrect her, because she's going to miss a lot more now. There's less valid targets. I do need her to suck up damage, though, so actually, that's probably a lie. Alright. I'm almost there. I can feel it. I just don't want to beat the front one too fast. Oh, there comes Flare. That's gonna need... I'm gonna need to blow another elixir on that. Okay. So I haven't been able to throw... Oh, only 4 left. If I get this close and then I fail because I run out of elixirs, that's gonna be really annoying. The chicken knife misses are really annoying by themselves. Alright. I have to go all in here. Hopefully I can just outdamage the Berserker on the last one, if it comes to that. Oop. Two elixirs left. Oh no. This is where push comes to shove here. We're gonna... Nice. We're just gonna hit the front one and hope that I can beat the last one before it gets me. It's still not dead. I'm running out of stuff to throw. That's actually good. That's it. My last elixir's got to go to her here. Oh, there's the front. No, never mind. Forget the elixir. Here comes the Meteor. She's dead. We're gonna have to leave her dead, I think. And just go all out. Ooh, Comet. Come on, Berserker. I've been doing damage to the back, but I don't know... Come on. That might be it for me. I might be dead right there. Yikes. This is so close. I don't know what its HP level is at. That was my last elixir though, so this has got to happen. It's gonna do Meteor and Comet every turn now. Did I get him? Yes! Oh. Like one more Meteor, literally, and I was dead. Literally one turn away from dying. It took me grinding out to level 56, but gosh. Oh! Oh, thank you, oh Mr. Darcy. Thank you, Saris. I appreciate that. Yikes. That was... I forgot to take the screenshot. When it gets to the end, I'll take one. Wow. And you get all this weird story after the boss battle's done. It's kind of weird. Odd, I would say. There we go. Let's see. I have to take a screenshot. Give it to Gilgabat. Wow. So this 4-job Fiesta definitely took me longer than the one last year. It just goes to show just how powerful magic is in this game. Like, having Black Mage and Sorcerer Knight. First off, one of those pieces of X-Death can be break-bladed, which makes the battle way easier. It's the one that casts magic, I think, so you don't get those arrow 3s and stuff on you. But dang, that was... pretty good. I had to grind so much more than last year. Once the ninja scrolls kind of stopped being useful. If I just had one, that's the frustrating thing. If I just had one mage class at all, I could have given the ninja the mage ability and had really useful ninja scrolls all the way to the end, and just ninja scroll X death to death, you know, with like 8,000 or 9,000 damage ninja scrolls on every part. Hope gives the earth blessings. We give the crystals back. That's how the world gets all its like all its elements back. I'm gonna GG myself. Pursuit lets wisdom ride the wind. And you know what? Just for that, because there were falling space rocks, I'm gonna give the free Enterprise GG as well. And the crystals all appear where the tablets were. Even though I didn't get all the tablets. Whoops. The game doesn't expect you to actually skip any. Yay. Everybody's back to normal. Rick's Village? Lyric, whatever the name of Bart's hometown is. And it's the combined world. How it should be. Which is weird, because didn't old school people split the worlds on purpose to seal the void away? But we didn't solve that problem. King Tycoon, once again. Is he dead or not? These guys are dead. If someone's dead and they have a name, their ghost will do something important in a Final Fantasy game. Looking at you, Aerith. It's still too soon for you to come where we are. That's a really circuitous way to say, oh, please don't die yet. They make like a space here you for you. Although I guess there was a Hiryu that was sucked up in here from Tycoon or wherever. Actually, it was from Kara's castle. It's a dream, Hiryu. I'm getting Link's Awakening flashbacks. How come it's Bartz and Ferris who don't fall asleep? There's nothing special about those two versus the rest. Yay. The crystals shed their light silently. A line I always remember from when I was a kid and played Final Fantasy IV, like the beginning of Final Fantasy IV over and over and over again. I gotta turn this up. Oh, it's because Ferris is kind of like unmoored, like Bartz is. Like she's more of a wanderer, whereas the other two have kingdoms to run. She doesn't want to be tied down, just like Bartz doesn't want to be tied down. But there she is. She's gonna sneak out again. Oh yeah, she snuck out already. Good thing these good kingdoms always have a chancellor who's, like, up for running the kingdom while they're gone without trying to take it over. There's no one to succeed the throne. Oh, but Kara is there. She's the granddaughter of the king, so that would make her the new queen, right? Oh, she never came back? I forgot all of this. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Yeah, Saris. It's basically it starts like midway through June and goes until August. It's you can view the website if you just Google 4-Job Fiesta, but basically everybody plays the game, and depending on what settings you decide to play determines what jobs are available to you. So I got one job from each crystal, but there's play modes that you can have where you can only use one. So like you would get the water crystal job, or you would get the wind crystal job, and then only one of your people would use that job forever. You can't switch it around. And then you would all just be freelancers until you got the next job. But there's also settings where you can get any job from any crystal, meaning you could have all 4 of your jobs come from the water crystal. You can't use them until you get in the story far enough to get more crystals. But also there's Berserker risk, where people donate to add risk of berserkers to the pool, and then the bot distributes those berserkers to people who play with berserker risk. So you could get unlucky and have a party with like 2, 3, or 4 berserkers, and then you can also donate to the charity in what's called the job fair to basically turn in one of your jobs to get another one, or to even choose a specific one in case you get like really stuck and you just can't finish. You need to do that. So it's a way to raise money for charity and also do a challenge run at the same time. It's pretty cool, and a lot, you would be surprised, like if you look for the hashtag, a ton of people play this every summer. Like it's pretty crazy. And it's fun. This is only my 2nd year doing it, but I'd watched some people do it before that. Oh, no problem. I think what got me into it was at RPG Limit Break last year, I saw someone doing some other challenge. There's a lot of different challenge runs that people have come up with for this game. And it got me interested, so I was like, well, how long does it take? Because I really don't have that much time to stream, period. Streaming this is the most streaming I've done in literally months and months. I usually just record reactions and put them on YouTube separately, but I spend the time on this just because it's fun. It's more like a shared activity, and honestly, I really love Final Fantasy V, and I didn't play it enough when I was younger because I didn't get it until it was on PlayStation. So, and even then, I probably only played it once casually on PlayStation. I've played Final Fantasy VI like way more. There's also a Final Fantasy V randomizer that I have. It's not the same as Free Enterprise, like it's not open world, but that can be very interesting as well. So it just got me more interested in Final Fantasy V, started playing it again. And this is like the world tree that was in Galef's world. And finally, the Final Fantasy theme. It's actually, I'm a little bit too sentimental of a person maybe, but the Final Fantasy theme this is 30 years of, you know what I mean, of my life with this song, that it just invokes a lot of emotion. Like, so many memories from my childhood and my adolescence. That always feels a really nice moment whenever the games use it. Oof. That game is so hard. I don't... For me to be able to actually beat Ninja Gaiden would be pretty big. I'm not too much of a reflexive gamer, so it would... I'd have to gain a lot of muscle memory in order to be able to beat that game. But the music is killer. It bops big time. I'm a very both sentimental and nostalgic person, so a lot of old game music will really get me. Like Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, oh my god. You put those soundtracks on, I'll be tearing up before you know it. It's weird because Lena and Ferris are the only ones of these Dawn Warriors that aren't actually related to the original Warriors of Dawn. This is just a weird story beat that's never really explored. Like, why were they chosen by the crystals? Because surely it wasn't coincidence that Bartz was chosen. And Galuf was already a Warrior of Dawn. So, I don't know. And Kara just got her powers from him. Boko and family. I don't think another game studio will include such a dream team of people ever again, like Sakaguchi, Itoi, Uematsu, Amano. Like, they really had it all. Square in the 90s had it all. And Square today is... I don't want to say they're a bad company, but they're definitely a shadow of the company they were as far as actually being able to manage their projects in a way that creates the best product possible. Like, I was actually so surprised that Final Fantasy Remake is stupendous. Like, I thought that Modern Square couldn't do that anymore. I had pretty much given up on them. But they restored my faith with FF7 Remake. Now, they had a lot of baseline to work with, but they did make a good game, and they didn't bloat it up like they have tended to do with their other releases in the 2000s. You know, Final Fantasy 15 is just a bloated game with a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff. Does Kara still have the only hear you on the planet? That's kind of sad. That Chocobo's got dead eyes, too. It's weird. Something's up with the layers in the emulation or something, because Ferris and that Chocobo shouldn't have those dead eyes. Or, like, I don't think the forests are supposed to have those red outlines either. Something weird's going on there. Dead-eyed Chocobos. We have our Lord and Savior, Demon Chocobo. If you've watched any old Final Fantasy runs, Final Fantasy VI runs at GDQs or RPG limit breaks, you can change the backgrounds of the text windows. They have like different background images you can use, and you can change the colors. And there's a way you can set it to make like this really demonic looking fat chocobo that repeats in tiles in all your windows. And it's really ugly to look at, but it was a donation incentive for several runs of Final Fantasy VI, and it just became a thing. All hail our Lord and Savior, Demon Chocobo. Dead-eyed Chocobos could be like a theater troupe too, like the Dead-eyed Chocobos present Final Fantasy V. I did see a script written once for Final Fantasy Tactics. It was like the first act of Final Fantasy Tactics as a stage play. I never saw it perform though. Yeah, Kara. Total 13. What does that mean? Thank you, Kara. I should probably play a casual run of Final Fantasy V at some time and really get those freelancers up. Ferris, yeah. All the abilities. Well, actually, she had the least mastered, I think, because she spent so much time in Ninja versus everybody else. Bum bum bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, jeez. Berserker. Why? Oh yeah? Bartz looks good as a Dragoon. He basically looks just like Kain. Because I think they were working on this in Final Fantasy IV, like, very close in time. Maybe Final Fantasy IV wasn't quite done when they started work on this. Kind of like how Final Fantasy 8 and 9 were kind of being developed almost at, not the same time, but they overlapped. They didn't stop working on FF8 before they started working on FF9. So I know, if you have a party with no magic, you basically need to be in the mid-50s to be able to beat Xdeath, at least with my skill level. You gotta grind a lot. I think like a third of my playtime was grinding, actually, if I looked at it. Not too shabby. Alright, well that's gonna be the screenshot there. Oh no, they're gone. It's too late. There we go. Got it. Send that to the button. Let's see. Uh-huh. So Julius on Twitter told me that characters who are knocked out at the end of the Xdeath fight are the ones that have to get saved later at Galef's Tree. I didn't realize that. I haven't played enough Final Fantasy V to realize that, so that's a very interesting fact. So thank you for giving me that fact on Twitter. I appreciate that. And that's it. I'm gonna be done. I will be editing my entire run together to go to YouTube with, and basically just cut out the boring parts, just do the highlights. So if you missed any parts of this run, catch my YouTube channel later and you'll be able to see the parts you missed, or at least the interesting parts you missed. So thank you.